Okay, so here's our system. It is empty. I'm bringing it to a Norwex party here tonight, but I want to just start off by showing it's on 63. So when you first get it, of course, this white filter inside of here is not in there, but that is the single filter. I'm not going to take it off or take it out, but there are directions when you get the box as to, you want to like rinse this for 15 seconds and then soak it, I think, for maybe 5 or 15 minutes or something like that. Discard that water, then you fill the whole tank, and then discard that whole tank, and then you're ready to fill it up and drink that water. So again, we have 63 fills, or we're on number 63, so we have 63 left. So what I'm going to do is, the first thing I'm going to do to fill this is I'm going to pull back this little lever that my thumb is on. Now that opens up the chamber. I'm just going to go over here to my sink. I'm not watching. So I'm going to fill up as much as I can into the first chamber, if you will, the funnel part. Now this is where a lot of people have made the mistake. They think that that's just it, and so they basically close the lid and put it in the fridge. What you want to do, see how it's coming down the bottom there? You want all of this water that's up in here to come down through and start filling up this bigger pitcher chamber. So this is going to take a few minutes. And in the meantime, I just want to go over a couple facts, because what makes our system so special is the magnesium. And I don't know how blurry this is going to be for you. But basically, when I'm talking about this at vendor shows, the first thing I'll point out is how nice and narrow it is. It's not a big, bulky pitcher. I also, of course, then show the count to begin with. You can reset this, so that's also something to keep in mind. When I got mine brand new from Norwex, I believe it had like 97, and I thought, oh, I've already been shipped 3 fills. So all you have to do is hold this for about 5 seconds and it'll beep, and then this will reset to 100. So that's something to keep in mind. But another selling point that I tell people, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna fill it a little bit more here. So as the first chamber goes down, put more water in there. It really doesn't take that long. I've never actually timed it, mostly because I fill it, I walk away and do something else, and by the time I remember to come back and fill it more, of course, it's waiting for me. So you can see kind of the bubbles down there, the movement. I mean, it's still definitely filling, and this water is going down. So it's at the 2,500 milliliter mark. That's 2.5 liters. I did the math to convert it to gallons, which is what most of us in the US are familiar with, and that is 0.66 gallons. So 2/3 of a gallon is what this pitcher will contain. Again, so yeah, when I'm talking at my vendor shows, I'll point out how slim it is. I'll point out the 4-stage magnesium technology. I did have a customer ask me the question if it leaves the water with an acidic rating, acidic or basic, and it actually is neutral, and it does say that on the product information sheets, which I think is important, especially for those that are maybe mixing baby bottles or what have you. It does filter out the copper, the lead, the mercury, and other heavy metals, up to 95% of them, which is really important. And then I believe in the 3rd stage of the filter, which we can confirm here, is where the chlorine is actually filtered out. So 4-stage filter, these aren't really things that you have to memorize, if you will, but the more you talk about it, the more it's just kind of flow out of your mouth. But the biggest thing that I tell people, Norwex is a solution company. So we give you a solution to your problem. And the problem, of course, with this particular product that we're trying to solve is water bottles in the environment. And so, give me 1 second here. So the problem in the environment is all of the water bottles. Our solution then, 100 fills of this, and I'm gonna just close it because I don't need that much water for my party. So we're at 63, put your thumb on the lever, close it because we're now fill, and it's gonna automatically count down to 62. So 100 fills out of the box, brand new, for this pitcher is the equivalent to 300 water bottles. So you can see that the water here is filling up. So I would basically just kind of keep, I think we're pretty much done because it's way up here too. So that's probably just about the max. So it was 3 fills. I don't know how long I've been talking, just a few minutes. So it really doesn't take that long. This is then going to go just straight into my fridge to get nice and cold. Water filtration system makes great coffee and tea. I don't use my Keurig anymore, so I got rid of it. But Valve's water is pretty hard and has a lot of calcium and lime in it. And so, of course, after I would fill my Keurig, it would sit there for a while, and then I would get a line on the tank, if you will, of the Keurig system, which was just a calcium buildup. So I started at first, before I got rid of my Keurig, putting my Norwex filtered water inside of my Keurig, and that helped to get rid of the Limescale. When you're making tea or even just cooking with it, macaroni or anything like that, if you've got really strong tasting water that smells, you don't want to use that for cooking. So that's just another feature with this. So